TJ Watt. How close is TJ Watt being a big time or being the best Steeler ever? Let's say that, the best Steeler ever. Well, first, let me just go on record. I'm not sure there's anything he can do to be the best Steeler ever. Because to me, it's Joe Green, and then there's a drop before the next person. And we came out with that, and we'll bring that graphic up of who our top 15 Steelers of all time. We'll bring that up a little bit later. But let's talk about TJ a little bit. First off, he's the all-time sack leader in Steelers history. So there's something to be said about that. With the guys that we've had that can rush the passer, namely James Harrison, Cam Hayward, Joe Green, L.C. Greenwood, Greg Lloyd, Kevin Graham. I mean, the Steelers have had a history of really good guys that could get after the passer. TJ Watt is ahead of that guy. Now, there's a really good, from what he has done in his career, first of all, he's the single season sack record holder. I know he holds it with Michael Strahan, but single season sack. And the quarterback didn't lay down for him to get that sack either. They didn't run over to him like Brett Favre did and dive at Michael Strahan's feet. That's not what happened for him to get that. He's also got 7 interceptions, for an outside linebacker that his specialty is rushing the passer. He's just as good against the run. I mean, TJ Watt is the real deal. I mean, just looking at it, not to mention, look, he's going to be pissed off this season. First of all, he's 29. And he's going to be pissed off because, again, he was robbed. And we all know that he was robbed. I know he was robbed. You know he was robbed. More importantly, he knows that he was robbed of Defensive Player of the Year. He just was. Everybody knows that. They came up with some fake nerd analytical stat about pass rush win rate and how that somehow mattered more than actual sacks and what we actually saw on the field and his actual impact. Somehow that mattered more. I don't know how, but it mattered more. Well, okay, that's fine. If that's what we're doing. But he knows that. Look at this graphic that we have pulled up here. Look in the first 100 games. And you know how good his brother was. 87.5 for JJ. TJ had 88. I mean, look at that first 100 game. Now, you look at Reggie White, Lord have mercy. I mean, 105 in first 100 games. Over a sack a game is what Reggie White was doing. And, I mean, look, we can say a lot. We can do a lot. I have LT as the greatest football player of all time. Reggie White is third to me. So Reggie White was absolutely incredible. He was throwing around guys like Larry Allen, just hip tossing them out of the club and getting to the quarterback. But TJ Watt, look what he has done in his first 100 games, man. 88 sacks is absolutely nothing to sneeze at. It's just not. He's that good. The knock, you could say, if there's knocks, no Super Bowl. That's a little bit out of his control. It's a little bit out of his control. He can't control what, the pathetic offenses the Steelers have had over the last 3 seasons. That's not his fault. Injuries have also been a part of it. Again, we don't blame guys for injuries, but again, we said it before, best ability is availability. In the last couple of years, TJ has been beat up a little bit, but hey, man, it's football. Guys get hurt. That's just the way it works. I say it all the time. Football is a game where bones break and ligaments tear. And, it's just the facts of what will happen if you play football long enough. So he's just an absolute dynamo, just a beast. I mean, look at these clips. I mean, he's just destroying the Raiders, but Lord have mercy. So TJ Watt, man, who is he going to pass? You say on the Steelers all-time list. Well, you look at the list that we put together, and this was my top 15 Steelers of all time. If TJ just stopped, now I purposely didn't put him in here because I'm a guy that says, look, while you're still playing, we're going to give the respect to the guys that have retired. We're not going to put you ahead of guys that currently are current playing. That's just my thing. That's just a me thing. That's not what right or wrong. And I'm not going to tell somebody they're wrong if they disagree with it. That's just what I like to do. But if TJ were to stop playing today, where would you put him in this top 15? Because clearly he'd be in it. For me, around 10. I'm not sure he gets to AB level. because there are a lot of people that think AB should be higher, but I'm not sure he gets to AB level yet. But I think 10. I know that's putting him ahead of Franco. That's putting him ahead of Jack Ham. I get it. But I think TJ may have earned that. I think he may have earned that. And again, he's not done, people. He's not done. He is that good of a football player. 29 years old. Contract year is going to be coming up soon. Just keep it. You know what we said. You know how Steelers Almighty, you know how we feel about that, man. When the contract years are coming up, contract year is going to be coming up, and he's pissed off for being snubbed. Those are all good things for Steelers, man. So I think TJ Watt may be on the ramp. Think about that. What he did last year, and this year he's going to be on the rampage. Whew. Whew. Look out. Look out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just look out, man. Let's move on here.